Infrastructure is all around the world. Buildings, waterways, transportation, and bridges are all aging and in need of restoring or replacing. Over the years, infrastructure has been wearing down from the natural causes of life. Anywhere from gravitational pull to humans simply using the materials, infrastructure in cities is wearing down and in desperate need to be fixed or replaced. City infrastructure is seen as a problem today because wastewater is not being treated properly, there is an insufficient amount of wastewater treatment plants, the seas are rising from global warming, and bridges from the 50s and 60s are becoming dangerous and unsafe for people to drive on. In the sewage sector of infrastructure, some sewer systems are becoming aged and in need of replacing. This can be a major problem for cities to repair because many sewer systems are run under the roadways. Therefore, the roads will have to be closed or partially closed to work on these sewer systems. Owensboro, Kentucky is one of these cities dealing with an aging sewer system. The city itself has spent millions of dollars in repairing the combined sewer system installed over half a century ago. These projects can be seen in action by driving around the downtown area or Frederick Street. Typically, one lane would be blocked off while the crews work on the designated area until they move on to the next part. To find out more about sewage in Owensboro, I decided to interview the Director of Engineering at the local Regional Water Resource Agency. His name was Mr. Dean Benkay and was a very, very welcoming person. I was able to set up this interview with the help of a good family friend who also worked at the RWRA. Mr. Dean Benkay explained to me how the treatment plants undergo harsh environmental conditions and how expensive wastewater plants can be. The waste that flows through these plants is extremely acidic. Therefore, the lifespan of the equipment in these plants is oddly short. Maintenance, if not replaced, is constantly being required on pumps within the plants. Bridges are also a major concern when it comes to aging infrastructure. The time is upon us when the lifespans of bridges are beginning to run out. A large portion of the bridges built in the 50s and 60s are becoming in need of repair if they haven't been already. This is the case for the Glover Carey Bridge in Owensboro, Kentucky, more commonly known as the Blue Bridge. In 2011, the bridge was closed off to all traffic for a $3 million partial rehab of the bridge deck after a large hole developed in the concrete driving surface. Hall Contracting of Louisville was the prime contractor on the 3-month project. The project, which saw 40% of the bridge's deck replaced, was completed and the bridge reopened to traffic on September 30, 2011, 3 days prior to the October 3rd deadline imposed by KYTC on the contractor. The Blue Bridge has become a landmark in Owensboro and can be admired from the newly constructed Smothers Park. The bridge is also an important part of the community because it's convenient to assist many people in traveling from Kentucky to Indiana. In order to help with this problem, I have come up with what I felt would be the best solution while also getting young adults involved. My first thought was the only way to get students involved is by the students actually going to college to become civil engineers and go into the workforce dealing with city infrastructure. I feel the best way to influence this is by offering a scholarship of a certain amount of money to high school seniors in the county schools toward a civil engineering degree. This would help with the aging infrastructure problem because students who graduate with civil engineering degrees would know how to utilize every building, waterway, bridge, and road in the most efficient way possible. This would help make the city of Owensboro, along with all other cities of the world, a better place.